Hey guys, we're here with Mark Wystrach from country band Midland. And Mark, you guys are going to be heading out to COTA for the pre-race concert. This is your second NASCAR race of the season that you guys are performing at. What are we looking forward to?
Well, you get a 2-for-1. You get to come and see the spectacle that is NASCAR. You get to see NASCAR doing their first road track, their first road course of the year. If you're familiar with NASCAR, generally these guys just turn left and they go in a big circle. COTA, as you may or may not know, is a road track. So that means these guys are incorporating the brakes and left and right turns. It's going to raise the skill set. And it just makes it more interesting. Number one, there's going to be more crashes. There's going to be more bumping as there's a lot more bottlenecks there. But then you get the spectacle of Midland, lubing everybody up, getting them all fueled up. And we're going to be kicking off with an hour-long show before the race. So that's always fun for us to get out of our comfort zone, out of our normal environment, our normal habitat. Usually we're playing a Midland show. So now we're on the racetrack. So it's always kind of crazy. So that's part of the benefits of being in a band like Midland. We get to experience all these really cool things. And we've gotten to know a lot of the guys. Ryan Blaney is a good buddy of ours, Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson is he's in Indy now, but Jimmy is one of the great champions of NASCAR. We now consider Richard Petty a friend of ours, King
I
Richard.
saw that.
And,
you guys got to meet him recently.
Yeah, we did. And, King Richard gave me a can of Skull, and I got in trouble this weekend because we were down at the ranch and my wife caught me enjoying some of the King's good tobacco. Yeah, I said, "Hey, babe, that's from Richard Petty."
What a legend. How cool is that? Well, you guys will be back kind of within the NASCAR scene here in Austin and bringing NASCAR to Austin. How cool do you think that is? And do you foresee this kind of sticking around here? You guys tootling around the country at some of these NASCAR races as well?
Yeah, we've like I said, we've become friends with a lot of the NASCAR drivers who are fans of ours. And I've been a fan of NASCAR and of racing in general since I was a little kid. I always dreamed of being a racer. It didn't work out that way. So I just see so many parallels between what we do as on the performance side of things and all of the prep work. As an artist, you're being inspired, you're writing, and you're going into the studio. That's kind of like the drivers doing all of their off track work that they have to do. A lot of people don't understand this is a full-time job. These guys are working hand in hand with the engineers, hand in hand with the mechanics. They're pouring over logistics. It's pretty incredible everything that goes into that. And then you got to go and take the stage. So all of that prep work is for nothing if you can't seize the moment and go and perform. And so I see a lot of parallels in these drivers and what we do, because we got to go out there when it's time to let it rip. You can't get nervous. You can't get sweaty palms,
Yeah, I love that.
So you just got to go out there and give it your all, and you're kind of living on the edge. So, I see a lot of kind of a kindred spirit in a lot of the racers and kind of what we do. And I'm sure a lot of performers relate to that as well.
Do you guys have someone specific that you're going to be rooting for? Or are you guys just rooting for a good time out there?
Well, I'm from Tucson, Arizona originally, and I was just at the University of Arizona. And we were at the basketball game a couple of weeks ago, and I did a free throw contest against Kurt Busch, who also went to the University of Arizona. I'm happy to say I beat Kurt.
Nice.
And Ryan Blaney has become a real good buddy of ours. He's probably one of the sweetest dudes that you'll ever meet in NASCAR or in sports in general. And he's also probably, I feel like he's the heir apparent to Jimmy Johnson. And Jimmy and him are really close. Jimmy's a really good friend of mine. And so I kind of root for the 12 car, I got to say.
I love it. Well, it'll be fun. It's going to be a great weekend out at COTA. And what a treat for NASCAR fans to have you guys opening up. You guys have been working on a new album. You talk about the preparation before these performances. What can people expect on this new album? I know we've gotten a little taste of it recently.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see a continued evolution of the Midland sound, but you're going to see it's a really dynamic 12-song album that was written and recorded, during the pandemic. So I think it's this beautiful escapist piece that kind of runs through the emotions of nostalgia, a little bit of the blues. I think reflective of where we were, and then it's really touched with a pinch of optimism. It's not just all heartbreak and trying to drown your blues. There's also some optimism and some hope in there, and I think that's what we all need right now.
Yeah, we're all looking forward to that. And we have to talk about, do you guys have any sort of idea on what you're going to be wearing yet for NASCAR? When you guys are performing, like how far in advance are you guys planning your outfits? What goes into this? Because you guys have such a staple and iconic look.
Yeah, generally maybe about 15 minutes before we take stage, we kind of figure out what we're going to wear.
Okay.
Believe it or not, we don't really invest a lot of time in our wardrobes.
Really? Okay.
It's just something, yeah.
Well, you guys look fabulous.
We were born good dressers.
Well, you guys were. I love it. And then, okay, so next Wednesday, when this next portion that we're going to tape airs, I'm going to be cooking live from my kitchen, making some race day snacks for folks. Do you guys have any like favorite race day indulgence that you get at the track? Do you guys have any sort of pre-concert foods that you go for?
At NASCAR, it'll be let's see, it'll be Coors Light, making sure that the mountains are real blue. I want to see the Rockies real blue, and then I want a hot dog with everything on it.
I
want sauerkraut, I want onions, I want jalapenos, I want relish, ketchup, mustard. I don't know if I left anything out, but I want one of those. I want
one
two
of those
of them.
with a cold beer.
Two of them with a cold beer too.
Amazing. Okay, cool. We'll have that on the list of what we're going to be cooking up next week. And then NASCARcota.com to get those added racetrack passes where people can actually come down on the front stretch where you guys are performing and hang out for the concert.
Yeah, you get to actually come down onto the track. It's a pretty wild place to get to see a concert. It's a pretty wild place for us to play a concert, to be honest with you. And COTA is such a beautiful venue, such a beautiful track. And it's really gorgeous out there. A little bit of east of town, a little bit of country, a little bit of NASCAR, a little bit of country music. It's going to be a great Sunday. It's a great way to kind of wash off the madness of South by Southwest.
And March completely. Well, NASCARcota.com for those added tickets to be able to see Midland down there on the front stretch. Before the race, the concert's at 12:45. It'll be an hour long. You can find more information online.